Shane, the typical super sub role, I guess, coming off the bench in a very, very tight game and settling it with 2 goals. You must be very happy.
Yeah, obviously delighted, the main thing was getting 3 points, but coming off the bench, to be fair to Leicester, they put in a hard work for the whole game, trying to keep us out, and Sadio and the lads were really tiring out the defence, so kind of gave me the opportunity to come out with fresh legs to try and cause them problems, and luckily the chances fell my way, and nice to see it hit the back of the net.
It was a good time to come on, as you say, wasn't it? Because it seemed like we were starting to knock on the door more and more and more, and it needed someone to come on with that bit of calmness in front of goal, and that's what you managed to add.
Yeah. The first half we kept the ball well, but didn't really get at them as much as we wanted, and Gaff had a few words at half time, and the lads talked to each other, and we came out in the second half and really got at them and caused them all sorts of problems. And as I said, to be fair to Leicester, they put in a good shift and worked hard to try and keep us at bay, but you could tell towards the end that they had tired legs, and we had the freshness to come on off the bench. And as I said, it's nice to get the 2 goals, but ultimately the 3 points is massive for us.
You'll obviously get a lot of credit for 2 very calm and very composed finishes, but I think a word has to be given to the 2 guys who set you up.
Oh, yeah.
Graziano Pella did extremely well for the first one, and then an incredible ball from Victor for the second.
Yeah, Graz is a defender's nightmare. He's a big lad, he's great with the ball at his feet and good in the air as well. And when the ball goes up to him, it normally sticks. So I seen the ball going up to him, and I thought I'd come in front of him for the setback, and he put it perfectly in my path, and nice to slot into the corner. And the second one, they were kind of trying to push up a high line, and I seen the space in behind, and we're lucky that we have a lot of good midfielders here. Every one of them can pick out that pass, and no more so than Victor. And he's come on leaps and bounds since I've been at the club even, and he's still young as well. So it's looking good for us as a team, but on a purely selfish level, it's always nice to get the goals.
Half a chance of a hat-trick towards the end there as well, I think.
Yeah. The ref said that he didn't know if it was a corner or a goal kick, so he decided to just blow it up and get himself out of that predicament. So it was a great save from Schmeichel, down the bottom corner. So I was blowing there for a while, trying to get up and down the pitch. When you come off the bench, it's not that easy, but hat-trick would have been nice, but I can't get too greedy. On
a personal note, you must be pleased, obviously, to have your first Premier League goals. I know you scored at Stoke in the Cup last week, but to be off the mark in the Premier League must be a good thing. Yeah,
luckily the goals have been coming from everywhere on the pitch, and that pressure wasn't on me solely. So I think it was more to do with me and my own personal aims to get off the mark. And I suppose the longer it goes without scoring, the more you start thinking about it. But I feel like I've been playing well. I feel like I've been causing defensive problems, and that last finishing thing was just a goal. So yeah, obviously nice for me to get 2 today, and hopefully I can build on that.
Earlier in the week, the manager was talking about the battle between Victor Wanyama and Jack Cork and a couple of the other midfielders, about how eventually someone is going to have to be disappointed every week. And I guess that's the same case between you and Sadio Mane at times. There's a good competition there, and there are games where you have to realise that it's a squad game, not a team game. And I guess this is one of those, really.
Yeah, definitely. And to be fair to the manager, he does change it up a lot and gives us both starting times. And I think the biggest competition is in that midfield area. Every one of them deserves to play. And it's a bit of a headache for the manager, but at the same time, it's a nice headache to have. So you just got to bide your time, and when your chance does come to come on and try and make that impact. And Sadio ran them ragged there for 60-65 minutes. So it's nice to come on to try and run behind tired legs.
In terms of what this team gets from this result, obviously you now go into an international break for 2 weeks. Going on the back of a win must be a good thing compared to maybe last time, where you obviously had that defeat at Tottenham Hotspur. Does it do good things for the squad to have that confidence for the next fortnight? Yeah,
definitely. It's a long time to dwell on a loss, when you're away for 2 weeks, and it's even longer now because the Villa game is on a Monday. So it's every home game you have, you want to get the 3 points, and we're thinking about that a lot more now. This is going to be a fortress for us, and teams are going to come here and have to earn the points. So we've Villa next, and then we have 3 big games. So we need to pick up points when we can and go into them games full of confidence and knowing that we can cause an upset.
And just a final word for the fans: a sold out St Mary's today, and some fans can get frustrated when it gets to an hour or so and it's still goalless, but there was none of that from them today. They stuck with you for the whole game.
Yeah, we set a kind of a high standard for ourselves now. We set the bar high, and it's up to us to keep that up week in, week out. And the fans are loving every moment of it, and you can see that there today. The place was buzzing, sold out as you said, and long may that continue. There's a lot of hard working on the training pitch behind closed doors to be able to bring it on a Saturday, and having the fans behind us every step of the way makes that big difference.